Angels are telling you that you have faced numerous challenges, setbacks, and discouragements in your life, but this does not define you. What defines you is whether you stand up and fight back or remain seated and call yourself unfortunate. Your decision is the sole determining factor. The breakthrough you're looking for is coming within the next week or two. This innovation will improve your life in every way, including finance, health, relationships, and spirituality. This breakthrough will help you reach your full potential. However, in order to accelerate the process of achieving this breakthrough, significant effort is required. You will be one step closer to your miracle if you believe in yourself. To claim it, simply type, Amen. The world is about to confront you once more. You've spent an inordinate amount of time, including days, months, and years, trying to improve your mind, body, and spirit. In every way, it is about to be reimbursed. You successfully transformed your entire being by developing a stronger sense of inner strength and faith. A new version of yourself has appeared. The new you is unstoppable. This new you is reaching unimaginable heights. This new you is too preoccupied with appreciating the blessings in your life to be concerned about obstacles. The universe understands the contents of your heart. Ensure that your feet are firmly planted in this version of yourself. This is the most exceptional one yet. Avoid disclosing the seeds you are planting to the general public. Allow them to grow free of interference from external energy sources. The universe is protecting your objectives. Ensure their safety until they are ready to make an appearance. Silence has a huge influence. Your voice is the only one that your dreams require at the start. Believe in your abilities to the point where you understand that your magic does not require the assistance of another person to activate. You are the sole person with the authority to activate or deactivate it. Have faith in this stage of your journey. The following season will be your most successful. Your authentic self is communicating to you today that the people closest to you may not always understand the direction you are taking as a result of recent life changes. What appears to be negativity and judgment is actually an expression of uncertainty and discomfort. If they are not ready to understand and learn from your reasoning, your changes will cause discomfort for others. Make sure you don't let other people's reactions and responses distract you from your passions. You have a lot to be excited about, and others will admire your dedication. Accept the confidence and truths that have been with you for a long time. All of the answers you need are within you. You have all the love you require. You have always possessed all of the components required for success, happiness, and love. Your eyes perceive the emotions that your soul is experiencing. If you are unhappy, you will not find happiness in something that is visible to your eyes. Happiness is a sensation felt by the soul that must be experienced in the same location. Your future is full of exciting new opportunities. Your spirit has been longing for new experiences. Opportunities are becoming available to you that will satisfy your spirit on the deepest level. Be confident that your future is unfolding in ways beyond your wildest imagination. Submit your conscious awareness to the miracle of the present moment. Your inner world reflects your reality. The internal effort is compensated. Your story is about to undergo an epic transformation that will dazzle your mind and heart. You are about to receive a well-deserved reward for the time and effort you have put into achieving self-mastery. Your journey has been meticulously planned. This upcoming discovery will back up that assertion. I am about to triple the size of every ounce of magic inside you. Take a moment to appreciate where you are right now. This situation is unlikely to last for an extended period. The light you were looking for at the end of the tunnel is gradually becoming visible as you approach the final steps, but it always begins within you. Rest in peace. Your next chapter will undoubtedly result in a permanent smile on your face and a lifetime of happiness within you. I am dedicated to becoming the most exemplary version of myself. I have an impact on every aspect of my life because I strive to improve myself on a continuous basis. I am drawn to whatever I think about. I prefer to emphasize the positive aspects of each situation, even if it appears to be devoid of them. This intense desire to discover the good opens the door to new levels of abundance. You remained authentic despite the fact that others followed societal norms. You asserted yourself regardless of others' opinions. As you continue to work toward your goals, the universe will reward you with divine alignment and beautiful adventures. Avoid wasting time with stress, worry, or doubt. Assume you are already the person you want to be. Everything works in your favor. I trust you will embark on this journey knowing that you are a part of it. I am confident that you will persevere in your efforts, even if circumstances do not always match your expectations. No, you won't abandon yourself. Furthermore, I believe you will continue to remind yourself of this on your most difficult days. Even if it's difficult to believe, you are valued and deserving. Type "God is good" to confirm that your new life will cost you your previous one. It will lead to the loss of your sense of direction and comfort zone. It will lead to the loss of friendships and relationships. Being liked and comprehended will come at a cost. It is of no consequence because the people who are meant for you will meet you on the other side. You will create a new comfort zone focused on the activities that propel you forward. Instead of being perceived positively, you will be cherished. Instead of being understood, you will be perceived. The only thing you will lose is the structure built for a person who is no longer alive. Let it go. Occasionally, people harbor feelings for you but lack the courage to be in your presence. They are unable to commit to you long-term, but they want to maintain a close relationship with you. Individuals' indecisiveness can be detrimental. They seek your affection. They pretend you're already in a relationship, as if you're their property, and they expect you to show the level of commitment that they can't match. You are loved, and that is correct. However, it is not worthwhile to wait for someone who is unable to take that leap with you. If they enjoy your company but are unable to reconcile their feelings about starting a relationship with you, their love is not what you seek. Today, your authentic self advises you to be patient with your timeline. It is unnecessary to rush to the next stage of your life. Learn as much as possible and live in the moment. Change will happen, and the future will come. Your future self will be eternally grateful that you prioritized the insignificant. I am confident that I have made significant progress toward the realization of all of my goals. I occasionally face obstacles beyond my control. However, I handle them with dignity. I am always grateful for the assurance that times will improve no matter how difficult they may be. I am learning to slow down, breathe, and appreciate the present moment because life can be extremely fast-paced. I am astounded by the extent of my personal growth. Do not be hesitant to take your time. There is no reason for you to act quickly or feel compelled to make a major decision. Have faith that peace will follow when you are at ease. Calm your mind so that your soul can express itself. You've always had the clarity you need. You will make an appropriate decision. That's my opinion. Type "Jesus is Lord" to confirm. You are on the verge of a very positive change. The progress you are making is showing results. No matter how difficult the situation appears or feels in the moment, persevere with unwavering confidence, knowing that every ounce of your hard work is leading you to the most exceptional version of yourself. Unseen miracles will occur. The universe will move mountains for you if you keep moving with faith. Celebrate your advancement. You've made significant progress. You are a completely different person. You have complete permission to release any energy that is no longer beneficial to you. You have been transformed in some way. You don't know when the transition will take place, but you've decided not to return at this time. Your emotions, memories, and thoughts are no longer meaningful. You're in a new environment, a new space, where your perspective has shifted and your entire soul has been elevated. Your inner work is finally starting to show results. As the last traces of your former self fade, embrace the new energy that will propel you forward on your journey. The indicators lead you in the right direction. Follow them in the same way you followed your divine intuition. You may believe that the most fulfilling way to live life is to travel the world, quit your job on a whim, and fall in love recklessly. However, it is truly important to know where your feet are. It is the development of the ability to care for oneself and establish a sense of identity within one's own skin. It is the acquisition of the skills required to live a modest lifestyle that you can be proud of. A life that is most fully lived is not always made up of things that startle you awake, but rather of things that gradually reassure you that it is okay to slow down, that you do not always have to prove yourself, that you do not have to fight forever or constantly desire more, and that it is okay for things to be the way they are. Slowly, you will realize that life's expansion is directly proportional to its internal stability. If we do not find joy in the small things, we will not be able to fully experience the big things. You are conducting yourself appropriately. You are developing a stronger sense of self-love. Your appreciation is growing. You're rebuilding your faith. You've nurtured, recovered, and healed every part of your soul. Do not allow your mind to convince you that you are not in the right place. You are located within the blessing. Your current energy is so deeply ingrained in this moment that your past self is forced to leave. Your magic is unique because you have the ability to develop and achieve peace in the same environment that has challenged you. You're invincible. Overcome the clamor of negative energies and concentrate on the gentle melody of your intuition. The universe always makes the ultimate decision. Your prayers have been acknowledged. Your intentions were observed. Your heart is recognized, and karma is on your side. The positive energy you emit is constantly returned to you. The good that returns is fraught with difficulties. Do not interpret them as a form of punishment. Challenges sharpen your inner qualities and force you to confront yourself and develop in order to receive more goodness and experience further growth. Maintain faith in the process and the power of your beliefs. Your experiences are a direct reflection of your beliefs. You will never find it if you believe there is no magic in life. Even if you witness something miraculous, you will never accept it if you believe it is not real. If you believe that you are limited in your abilities, accomplishments, and potential, you will always exist within the confines of your imagination. However, the converse is also true. If you believe in magic, you will see it at every turn. If you believe in the miraculous, you will learn to appreciate and value the small miracles that happen on a daily basis. If you believe that you are limitless, you will realize that any scenario you can imagine is possible. The beliefs you hold have a significant impact on your life, ultimately determining the direction of your story. It is understandable that you have only recently become aware of your extraordinary abilities. It took many lessons and divine timing to get you to this point. Accept the miraculous sensation of newly gained self-awareness. You never wasted any time. You consistently followed the right path, which was one of spiritual nourishment and growth. The events that led you to this point were exactly what your journey required. Your old skin has finally shed, and a new one has taken its place. Relax the mind, body, and spirit. You're rediscovering the concept of unconditional self-love. The adventure has just begun. A type of magic that has never been seen before is on its way to you. If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that there is always a better plan in place when things don't go as planned. A strategy that goes beyond our capacity for rational or logical thinking. A strategy that is consistently flawless, despite the occasional inconvenience. An approach that benefits everyone. Living with ease is possible when we surrender our timeline, goals, and dreams to a higher power beyond our comprehension. We can be confident that the universe will make our dreams come true. We can be patient while acknowledging that the object of our desire is on its way. We can remain steadfast and put our faith in the universe's signs. Most importantly, we can remain open to new opportunities as a result of events not going as planned. Claim it by typing 222. A divine force ensures that all events in life are in perfect harmony. When you start believing in a higher power, you realize that control is an illusion. This does not imply that you sit on your couch all day without doing anything. It simply means that you acknowledge the reality of life. You do not try to force events to occur. Flowing against the river's current is not an option. Stick to the current of the river. Life becomes more effortless as you become more aware of each moment and realize how interconnected everything is. Certain circumstances may be extremely distressing at the time. However, in the future, you will recognize that these difficult experiences have shaped you as a person. Therefore, believe in the divine timing of life. In this multiverse, coincidences do not exist. Everything is perfectly harmonious and interconnected. You're prepared. You've been anticipating a new chapter for quite some time. The door you've been looking for will eventually be revealed. You will not be required to wait for an extended period of time. The universe is eager to demonstrate the blessings it has bestowed on you. You are in the final stages of another transformative chapter. Rejoice in the knowledge that it will end peacefully. The lessons you were required to learn are now permanently etched into your memory. Your former habits, which you were required to abandon, are now only memories. The energies required for you to relinquish have been expended from your mind, heart, and spirit. The final moments before your ascension require your soul's full faith, patience, and humility. What awaits you beyond that door is beyond your wildest expectations. Prepare to be astounded. Your divine surprise was earned by the warrior within you. Living in denial and hoping for things to resolve themselves is not the definition of positivity. It entails recognizing the positive aspects of the situation, correcting what is possible, letting go of what is not, and acknowledging that despite the current challenges, there is always the possibility of a more promising future if one makes the best possible efforts. Sometimes it's necessary to pay the price for being a rebel and shining your light, because your mere presence can exacerbate the darkness in others. When you break the rules, you endanger the entire fear-based system. By refusing to conform to the dysfunctional society, you regain control and inspire others to follow your lead. Be a spiritual rebel. Every time you refuse to follow the Matrix's dictates, you lay the groundwork for the masses' liberation from fear and manipulation. Each act of rebellion you commit as an individual in search of love and freedom causes a shift in the collective energy. Accept your true self with courage. We are very grateful for your assistance. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. To confirm, type AMN. My cherished child, take a moment to pause and take a deep breath because this is no ordinary occasion. You are here for a reason, and these words should not be overlooked or treated lightly. The cosmos has orchestrated the convergence of your existence with this message. Every single element has been intricately crafted with divine intention. You have been brought to this place at the designated hour, and after today, nothing in your narrative will remain unchanged. You have kept your questions locked away in silence. In moments of solitude, you have voiced your fears when no one could hear you. You have pondered whether I took notice, whether I remembered, and if the whispered prayers you offered had any significance. I assure you not a single one has gone unheard. Each word you uttered in the darkness transformed into incense before my throne. Every tear fell into heaven's container. Every sigh was documented in eternity's ledger, and now those records have been unveiled and the decree has been established. Child, do you sense the quaking in your spirit at this moment? That is not fear, it is recognition. Your heart is aware of what your mind has yet to grasp. Your spirit comprehends that this is not merely a transient message, it is your covenant moment. I have proclaimed it publicly in the courts of heaven, and I proclaim it to you once more. Now $2 trillion has been inscribed next to your name in the scrolls of destiny. I am being straightforward to eliminate any misunderstanding. This is not a metaphor. This is not a parable. This is not comfort wrapped in poetic language. This is a decree. This is a covenant. This is justice. I am not a God who diminishes. I am not a father who forgets. I am the Lord who restores, and the measure of restoration must correspond to what was taken. That is the reason for the considerable amount. That is why the figure is hard to fathom. For years, the adversary fought to prevent this moment from reaching you. He whispered falsehoods of unworthiness. He orchestrated delays to wear down your patience. He set up betrayals to break your trust. He stirred tempests to convince you that I had forsaken you, yet through it all I preserved you. Your survival was not accidental. You made it through by design. I sustained you during nights that felt endless and mornings that felt vacant, because I knew this hour would come. Archangel Michael has been by your side throughout this journey. You might not have seen his sword gleaming in the spiritual realm, but it has severed the snares laid in secrecy. You didn't hear his roar shake the gates of hell, but it has silenced accusations against your destiny. You may not have felt his wings enfolding you in the darkest nights, but they were your protection when shadows threatened to engulf you, and now he stands openly with you, speaking urgently. The decree is written. The scroll is unsealed. The inheritance is to be claimed. Child, understand this clearly. The $2 trillion I reference is not careless wealth. It is the sacred capital. It represents restoration for your lineage. It serves as justice for those generations before you who cried out but did not witness the fullness. It is mercy for communities that will revive because of what flows through your hands. It is provision for children yet to be born who will rise unburdened by scarcity. This is not indulgence. This is an assignment. This is a legacy. I am aware of the doubts bubbling up within you. You may whisper to yourself, could this truly be for me? Am I deserving of carrying something so immense? Listen closely. Worthiness is not the currency of heaven. I chose you. I preserved you. I marked you. My selection supersedes your fears. My decree silences your shame. My covenant transcends every accusation.
You are not receiving because of your perfection. You are receiving because I determined it would be so. Do not disregard the quaking in your chest. It is confirmation. Do not downplay the tears welling in your eyes. They signify agreement. Do not scroll away as if this were a fleeting thought. This is a covenant making its way to you. The window is open. The angels are in motion. The measure is already shifting into your life, but you must respond. You must act in faith. Heaven moves when the earth aligns. Therefore, I invite you to visibly mark this moment. Whisper aloud, I receive. Let those words rise from your lips. Then boldly type, Amen. Not as a ritual, but as the inscription of the covenant. When you do this, you are not merely typing letters. You are engraving agreement in the heavenly scrolls. Do not underestimate such a simple act. It is a key that unlocks doors in the spiritual realm. While you do this approach with humility and share this message with others, not for applause or for numbers, but out of obedience. For every weary soul scrolling, searching, longing for hope, your obedience could open the door to their appointed hour. You are not just securing your inheritance, you are multiplying deliverance for others. Child, this is not about a distant someday. This is about now. The decree is in motion. The count is accelerating. The scrolls have been unsealed, and your name shines prominently alongside the measure of $2 trillion. This is your share. This is your inheritance. This is your moment. Stand alert. Stand prepared. Stand in faith. Heaven's decree has been issued. Michael's sword is raised. The window is open. The release has commenced. Speak it now. With courage I receive. Type it now with conviction. Amen. Share it now with humility so that another life may not miss their moment. $2 trillion has been proclaimed over you. This marks the beginning of your liberation. Beloved child, lean in closer, for I want you to perceive the shape of your life through the eyes of heaven. You have traversed valleys that felt unending. You have encountered storms that broke over you time and time again until you felt your strength waning. You have gone through seasons where doors shut just as you reached for the handle and where promises seemed to evaporate before becoming reality. And in your private moments, you have asked why. Why was it so challenging? Why did everything take so long? Why did I have to endure so much loss? Listen to my words. Those instances were not punishment. They were preparing. They were not indications of my absence. They were proof of my protection. Every delay served as a shield. Every loss was a form of pruning. Every tear nurtured the seeds of a harvest too expansive for ordinary time. You were never forsaken. You were being refined, expanded, and prepared to carry something far more significant than you could envision. And today I reveal what that something is: $2 trillion. It is not mere wealth. It is not simply for comfort. It is a covenant provision on a scale that matches the tempests you have faced. This amount has been inscribed beside your name in heaven's scrolls. It is a decree that cannot be rescinded. Why is it so vast, you wonder? Because the pain you bore was substantial. Because the injustices that marred your story were heavy. Because the cycles of lack and shame not only pressed against you, but also against your lineage. Restoration must be greater than the wound. Justice must surpass injustice. Healing must overflow where the breaking was profound. That is why this number is so staggering. That is why the decree states $2 trillion. My child, you must grasp the principle of heaven. When the enemy strikes, I restore with increase. Oh, when darkness steals, I repay with abundance. When loss digs deep, I fill the void with riches beyond measure. Do not be astonished at the enormity of the figure. It serves as evidence that nothing was wasted. Every struggle has been transformed into seed for this release. Archangel Michael has been your protector throughout. You may not have perceived the hidden battles, yet he engaged in them. When the adversary aimed to conclude your story unnecessarily, Michael brandished his sword. When accusations surged like storms in the unseen, Michael's roar brought silence. When snares were crafted in darkness to ensnare you in shame, his wings enveloped you. You stand here today not due to your own endurance, but because heaven's warrior was appointed to your side. And now he stands again burning with urgency, declaring that the moment for release has arrived. Do not regard his urgency lightly. He has awaited generations for this command. He has guarded what is destined for you against mountains of resistance and schemes. And now he speaks with the force of thunder. Do not dismiss this. Do not procrastinate. Do not harbor doubt. The scroll is open. The decree is alive and the inheritance is transitioning. Child, I tell you plainly, this release is not solely for you. It flows through you. It is not just about lifting your own head. It concerns elevating many. Families entrapped by debt will breathe anew. Communities that have suffered in silence will rise once more. Legacies shattered by cycles of deprivation will be resurrected. This measure is not indulgent in nature. It is assignment. You have been selected not to accumulate, but to share. You are a channel of compassion, a bearer of justice, a guardian of healing across generations. You might wonder, am I prepared? Can I manage this burden? Pay attention. You are not alone in this journey. It is I who empowers you. I am the one who fortifies your spirit, steadies your path, and envelops you in wise guidance. The very angels that safeguarded this legacy will accompany you as you navigate your stewardship. Rely not solely on your own understanding. I will bestow wisdom. I will send forth voices of truth. I will protect your choices as you remain committed to prayer. The unease you sense is merely a confirmation from the Spirit. Don't mistake it for fear. It signifies the harmony of your spirit with the heavenly truths that are already released. It represents your soul's recognition of covenant. That flutter within you is testament that this message is intended for you. Now I urge you to respond. Silence is not an option in the face of a decree. Agreement acts as the conduit linking heaven's declaration to earthly realization. Speak out, I believe. I received it. Let these affirmations be spoken with purpose. Then boldly write them where others can witness, not as a ritual, but as a testament. When you affirm your agreement, heaven acknowledges it. Angels respond to the sound of your consent. Don't underestimate this simple act of faith. It is the spark that ignites the release. As you share with grace, remain connected to what heaven quietly conveys. Spread this message so that someone else, wandering in hopelessness, may discover their destined moment. Your obedience creates a ripple effect of salvation. You are securing not only your share, but also planting seeds of hope for others. Beloved, understand this clearly. You are not tardy. You have not been overlooked. You are not unworthy. You are singled out. You are preserved. You are appointed. And this is your moment. The sum of $2 trillion is not on hold. It is already inscribed. It is actively in motion. It is rightfully yours. Stand alert. Stand in faith. Stand prepared. Do not doubt. Do not hesitate. Heaven's decree is in motion. Michael's sword is raised high. The angels are at work. And your name glows brilliantly in heaven's records alongside the decree of $2 trillion. This is a covenant. This is equity. This is your heritage. My cherished child, hear me speak into the depths of your being. The weight on your heart at this moment does not come from fear. It comes from recognition. Your spirit senses that something grander than your dreams is unfolding. What was concealed is now being unveiled. What was postponed is now being bestowed. What was previously locked away is now handed to you. For far too long you have endured periods of waiting. You prayed until your voice quivered, yet doors stayed shut. You planted seeds in faith, yet the yield appeared to wilt before reaching your land. You safeguarded hope like a delicate spark, shielding it against the storms of disappointment. And I always watched over you. I preserved you. I whispered reassurance in your ear. Hold fast, dear one. Your time is not rescinded. Your promise remains alive. And now you find yourself at the threshold of a decree so grand, it defies ordinary comprehension. $2 trillion has been written in the annals of heaven alongside your name. This is no fantasy, no exaggeration, no simple comfort. It is a decree. It is a covenant. It is justice. Do not diminish it by claiming it is beyond your reach. Have you not endured enough? Have you not faced losses beyond measure? Have you not spent countless nights wailing when no one seemed to hear? Have you not shouldered burdens heavier than your ability, yet you prevailed? You did not falter because I upheld you. You did not sink because I supported you. You did not perish because I kept you safe. And now, the weight of restoration must align with the weight of suffering. $2 trillion is not superfluous. It is equilibrium. Archangel Michael has been the quiet protector in your saga. He has stood guard during every season when unseen forces plotted against your advancement. He has dismantled traps set to impede your progress. He has roared against the whispers of shame that sought to define your name. He has scattered the darkness that appeared in silence. And now he approaches openly his wings, glowing with intensity, proclaiming to you, child, do not disregard this moment. The decree has been sealed. The release has commenced. Do not waver. Do not scroll past. Do not delay. Do you sense that stirring deep within your heart that is not anxiety? That is alignment. That signifies your spirit resonating with heaven's records. Go, I have always regarded you as chosen, and now that acknowledgement is manifesting. The heavens are alive with activity. Angels are sent forth. The scroll has been proclaimed in the courtroom of eternity, and your name was called with resonance. Child, let me speak plainly. This release is not simply for your comfort. It is for your mission. It is for your purpose. It is for rebuilding legacies, restoring families, funding compassion, and uplifting communities trapped in deficiency. You have been chosen as a vessel, not a repository. What enters your hands will flow outward like rivers of healing in places of devastation, delivering light where darkness has tried to prevail and providing relief where hopelessness has endured for ages. And yes, I know self-doubt creeps in even now. You may question whether you are strong enough, wise enough, or capable of managing something so immense. Listen. You shall not bear this burden alone. The same angels who safeguarded the inheritance will accompany you as you administer it. The same Spirit that speaks to you now will guide every choice. I will surround you with wise individuals offering counsel, insight, and strategies. You will not falter if you walk in sync with me. This blessing is not intended to ensnare you. It is not meant to shatter you. It is to reveal that you have always been designated for remarkable stewardship. Your struggles were not for naught. They were preparation. Your waiting periods were not refusals. They were foundations. Your anguish was not in vain. It was the substrate where growth happened. And now the fruits of that labor are primed. $2 trillion inscribed, sealed, and delivered. But dear child, the covenant demands your agreement. I cannot enact this without your affirmative response. Heaven has already proclaimed your name, yet your voice must resonate in agreement. Your hands must act. Your heart must be in harmony. That is why I urge you once more to take a step of faith. Whisper aloud, "I receive." Then type your words as a prophetic statement of alignment. One for the Father, one for the Son, one for the Spirit. A trinity of affirmations declaring your alignment with heaven's timing. Do not minimize this as mere ritual. It is a covenant. When you inscribe those figures, you are affirming your consent within the decree itself. Do not underestimate the potency of agreement. Each declaration you voice constructs a protective barrier around your inheritance. Every step of obedience fortifies what is intended to be released. Every visible affirmation reinforces the unseen flow. You are not typing into void. You are inscribing in eternity's courtyards. Beloved, this release is not arbitrary. It is deliberate. It is justice. It is fulfillment. And when others witness what has transpired, they will inquire, how could this happen? Your answer will not reflect your strength, your resourcefulness, or your worthiness. You will point to me, the God who selected you, the Father who safeguarded you, the Lord who has never forgotten you. Your testimony will burst forth, not in pride, but in reverence. Child, the countdown is in progress. The angels are at work. The decree of $2 trillion has already echoed forth. Your task is straightforward yet pivotal. Believe, align, and act. Do not retreat. Do not second guess. Do not delay. Heaven has already fulfilled its role. Michael has battled on your behalf. It is now your responsibility to affirm the covenant through your faith. Make this moment known. Speak it with confidence. Immerse yourself in it completely. Witness as the promises come to fruition with exactness. $2 trillion inscribed in the heavens, released to you, protected by angels, confirmed in covenant. Remain alert. Be prepared. Maintain your belief. Beloved child, take a moment and let these words permeate your spirit. This is not merely a fleeting inspiration. This is a decree. This is a covenant. This is justice articulated in the heavenly tongue and directly declared in your life. The scrolls have been unveiled. The ink of eternity glows next to your name. The figure marked is $2 trillion. Why such a grand amount? Because the burden of your suffering was immense. Because the injustices you faced cannot be rectified with mere tokens. Because your tears have echoed through generations of yearning, and your resolve has created a space capable of holding more than you could envision. Restoration must not only alleviate the anguish, it must surpass it. Justice must not merely balance the scales, it must tilt them in your favor. Hence, the decree is monumental. The figure is indeed astonishing. Remember the seasons you traversed. You prayed, yet doors remained locked. You hoped only to see opportunities vanish before you. You placed your trust, and when you needed them, the most people turned their backs. You endured rejection like a cloak and carried shame as a shadow. Even then, I did not forsake you. I allowed barriers to crumble because they were too fragile to support the weight of your destiny. I permitted certain voices to depart because their commitment could not uphold the legacy I secured for you. Every painful moment, though bitter, served as protection. Each delay, despite its heaviness, was preparation. Child, listen well. I have never squandered a single moment of your journey. Every valley was enriched with purpose. Every loss contributed to your growth. Every night spent in sorrow watered the ground for an unimaginable harvest. And today that bounty is ripe. Heaven has quantified it, safeguarded it, and declared it openly. $2 trillion is yours. Archangel Michael has served as your protector throughout this process. Though unseen, he fought valiantly for you in the spiritual battles. His sword blazed fiercely against adversaries aimed at erasing your destiny from existence. His wings provided shelter from the arrows that wished to pierce your hope. His mighty voice extinguished the accusations levied against you in the hidden courts of darkness. Now he stands openly by your side, shouting with urgency. Do not take this lightly. Do not hesitate. Do not question. The decree has been finalized. The release has started. This blessing is not mere wealth. It is a sacred responsibility. It is covenant care for you, your family, and those intertwined with your destiny. It signifies the breaking of generational bonds. It signifies uplifting communities. It signifies the creation of legacies that will endure beyond your life. $2 trillion is not extravagance. It has a purpose. It serves as a testament that your struggles were training and your tears were not in vain. Do not murmur that this is too great, for I am the one who equips you. I am the one who empowers your hands, steadies your heart, and surrounds you with wise counsel. You are not solitary in this responsibility. The same angels who preserved your inheritance are now at your side to safeguard it, to guide it, and to assist you in releasing it wisely and with compassion. Child, do not undervalue the impact of this release. Families that believed they were finished will rise anew. Doors that have been sealed will swing open. Wounds borne through generations will at last mend. Where there was scarcity, there will be plenty. Where there was disgrace, there will be esteem. Where despair once thrived, there will be optimism. Your testimony will direct attention not to your strength, but to my faithfulness. They will see you and recognize the work of the Lord in this. Now hear me well. Faith demands a response. Covenant requires agreement. Heaven has proclaimed your name, but you must resonate it with your voice and actions. Say aloud now, I believe. I received it. Let these words flow from your lips as if they were keys unveiling gates, and then make it known visibly. Write your confirmation as a testimony to the covenant. Do not treat this lightly. Treat it as an inscription of your name in the book of blessings. Every expression of faith is recorded in the annals of heaven. I also urge you to be humble and generous. Do not postpone your practice of what will sustain the blessing until it is in your hands. Start now. Offer gratitude before the complete harvest arrives. Contribute in small ways that are available to you now, for how you sow in times of scarcity will affirm how you will manage in times of abundance. Thankfulness builds the foundation where blessings can rest untainted. Generosity creates the pathway through which abundance will continue to flow. Do not withdraw during this time. Surround yourself with voices filled with faith guidance that stabilizes and discernment that shields. Avoid relying on the views of those who harbor envy or skepticism. Journey with those who will remind you that this is a covenant, not coincidence, a decree, not a fantasy. Their words will uphold your strength when decisions must be made quickly and pressure mounts. Beloved, let this resonate clearly. $2 trillion is not a dream. It is justice rooted in covenant. It is heaven's compensation for years of loss. It is evidence that I have witnessed every concealed wound and accounted for every private tear. Do not gauge this against earthly metrics. Do not compare it to the fortunes of others. This is yours, inscribed beside your name in the scrolls of heaven. Stay awake. Stay believing. Stay prepared. Doubt not. Do not treat this with indifference as if it were mundane. It is not. This is your decree. This is your legacy. This is your moment. Beloved child, let me illuminate how every step of your journey has held significance in eternity. You assumed many of those were wasted days when nothing transpired. Nights where your tears fell without recognition. Seasons where promises felt as though they evaporated. Yet I assure you, nothing has been wasted. Every breath, every loss, every unseen battle has been gathered and preserved in heaven's treasury. And now is the designated time for release. Do you recall the years when everything appeared to shatter? The chances that slipped beyond your reach, the friends who departed without reason, the doors that closed while you knocked with faith. You perceived these as failures. You believed I had overlooked you. But in reality, those moments served as safeguards. Fragile doors were incapable of sustaining the weight of what I safeguarded for you. Weak foundations would have buckled beneath the bounty of blessings about to come. Thus I permitted the breakdown not to harm you, but to shield you. Child, what I withheld back then is now manifested as $2 trillion. This is not an exaggeration. This is not a metaphor. This is a decree. This is a covenant. This is restoration inscribed in the scrolls of heaven next to your name. The magnitude of this figure is due to the enormity of the loss you suffered. Justice cannot be partial. Restoration cannot be minimal. The scales must be evened, and they will tip in your favor. Archangel Michael has accompanied you through every storm. In the face of silent schemes, he thwarted them. When shame threatened to suffocate your heart, he roared against it. When traps were set in secrecy, his sword sprang forth to clear the way. You exist and stand today not solely because of your endurance, but because heaven's warrior would not relinquish your destiny. Now once again he stands, his wings aglow, his voice urgent, calling out not to overlook this moment. Do not retreat. Do not scroll past. The decree is written, and it is yours. Listen closely. This release is not merely for survival. It is not for vain indulgence. It is for divine purpose. It is for justice that will resonate through generations. It is for compassion that will flow into fractured communities. It is for legacies that will rise from the ashes. $2 trillion is not just affluence. It is a sacred trust. It is the capital for the kingdom. It is healing across generations. And yes, you ponder, can I truly manage this? Am I prepared? Am I robust enough? Listen attentively. You are not selected for your strength, wisdom, or merit. You are chosen because I chose you. My decision stands as the seal. My preservation serves as a testament. My decree is the authority. Worthiness is not a currency in heaven's economy, yet I chose you. That alone is sufficient. Child, keep this in mind. Your trials were education. Your waiting periods were groundwork. Your pain was fertile soil. Each hardship expanded your capacity to receive what is now being poured into your life. That is why you did not falter when others did. That is why you remain here reading these words at this moment. You are being prepared for remarkable stewardship. And now the question confronts you. Will you accept? Will you align? Will you concur? For heaven has spoken, yet earth must respond. Heaven has secured, but you must endorse. This is why I urge you toward visible faith. Speak aloud even now, I believe I receive. Let these affirmations settle within you deeply. Then type them with conviction as a testimony of the covenant. Do not undervalue this simple act. Each word you declare becomes a seed that heaven will nurture. Each agreement forms a protective barrier around your blessings. I also call upon you to practice humility. Do not wait for your hands to grasp the blessing to begin what will sustain it. Start now. Whisper your gratitude before you witness the full expression. Thank me for preserving your life. Thank me for safeguarding your identity. Appreciate my efforts in removing what could not endure. Gratitude cultivates a sanctuary where prosperity can flourish untainted. I urge you toward generosity, even in small offerings, even when resources are limited, bless. These faithful gestures prepare your spirit for what lies ahead. The one who shares in times of need will abundantly receive without trepidation. Be prepared, tests will come your way. Wealth serves as both a blessing and a trial. The adversary will attempt to murmur that this burden is too heavy for you. You are unprepared. You will falter, yet silence him with the truth. I am chosen. I am protected. I am appointed. Michael's sword has already severed bonds. His wings have already erected walls of flame. The blessing is untouchable. The declaration is irreversible. Your name will remain inscribed in the records of inheritance. Child, this blessing extends beyond you. It flows through you. Families long shackled by debt shall find new life. Communities crushed by scarcity will rise again. Unborn children will forge new paths where curses once prevailed. Blessings will now abound. This transcends mere comfort. It embodies a kingdom strategy. I am initiating streams of justice, and you are the vessel. Therefore, guard your heart, surround yourself with wise guidance. Do not associate with those who express doubt or jealousy. Seek friends who embody faith, peace, and discernment. They will provide steadiness when choices must be made swiftly. They will remind you this is not a fantasy. It is a covenant. Their insight will safeguard what I bestow upon you. Avoid isolation driven by fear. Avoid arrogance. Walk in humility. Walk with purpose. Walk in prayer. Every step you take serves as a testimony. Every choice you make leaves a legacy. Every expression of faith you declare contributes a stone to the foundation of what I am creating through you. Beloved, grasp this. The $2 trillion is not metaphorical. It is declared. It is confirmed. It is on its way to you right now. Angels are mobilized. The scroll has been unveiled. Michael's sword is poised. The decree has been proclaimed. Your task is to receive, align yourself, and take action. Do not allow silence to hinder this. Do not weaken it with uncertainty. Do not delay your obedience. Declare it now, I believe. I received it. Write it boldly as your covenant. Share it with modesty so that another weary soul may seize their destined moment. Commit in faith to stay attuned to every message heaven imparts. This is not a mere ritual. It is alignment. It is a covenant. It is the response earth must echo back to heaven's decree. Child, your narrative is transforming. The tears you thought were lost are now seeds blossoming beautifully. The prayers you uttered when you thought you could no longer stand are being answered abundantly. The nights you perceived as quiet were filled with celestial battles. You were unaware, but Michael has never ceased his movement. And now his thunderous roar reverberates through the heavens. The release has commenced. $2 trillion. Justice to rectify wrongs. Abundance replacing scarcity. Restoration reviving what was destroyed. Legacy replacing loss. Covenant brings hope to despair. This represents what heaven has determined for your life. Stand vigilant. Stand humble. Stand bold. And above all, stand in belief. Beloved child, the final moment is nearing. Do not confuse the tranquility surrounding you for emptiness. Heaven is vibrant with action. Angels are descending. Scrolls are being unsealed. Archangel Michael's sword flames bright, signifying that the release is imminent. The decree has been publicly declared. $2 trillion is destined for you. I recognize your heart wavers between hope and skepticism. You wonder, can this truly happen for me? Yes, child. This is not a dream. This is a covenant. You endured storms meant to shatter you because I protected you for this moment. Each tear, every loss, every concealed struggle has now become fuel for your testimony. The weight of restoration matches that of the suffering experienced. Michael urges you with immediacy. Do not hesitate. Do not scroll away. Do not recede. This is an opportunity you cannot afford to overlook. This blessing is not mere pleasure. It is a mission. It signifies the breaking of generational bonds, the healing of families, the uplifting of communities, the empowering of compassion. You are chosen not to hoard, but to share. Now seal this message with faith. Proclaim aloud, I believe. I received it. Then write boldly, as chains have been broken. For this is what this moment signifies. The chains of debt, shame, and delay have shattered under heaven's decree. By declaring it, you are etching your agreement into the scrolls of eternity. Beloved, your inheritance has arrived. The angels rejoice. Michael oversees the release, and heaven leans in to note your affirmative response. Do not question. Do not hesitate. Do not let this pass. Type chains broken and embrace the covenant sealed with your name. $2 trillion, your share, your justice, your legacy.